Hey everyone, and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw a chibi killer croc from the Suicide Squad. So let's start with the eye on the left. We're going to draw that upper brow. Starting from the outside, we're going to curve down to the inside of the eye. Now we're going to make our way to the center of the face with an upward curve, just for the brow line. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So starting in the middle, we'll curve out towards the right, and we'll draw the upper brow on the right side. So curving out to the outside. Let's tuck in the eyeballs underneath. So on the left side, underneath the brow line, we're going to step in and just draw almost like a half circle going right in towards the center there. We'll go to the right side and do the same thing. So curving around and tucking that in underneath the brow line. We're going to draw a few little bag lines. So on the left side, just underneath here, we're just going to draw a curve going out towards the left and a curve going out towards the right. We'll extend the brow line up above and towards the forehead. So on the left, we're going to curve out. So curving out towards the left. We'll do a slight overlap and curve out towards the right. And just because we want to make it look like the brow is sticking forward, we want to accentuate the top brow area. So up here, let's draw a little curve like that. And on the right, we'll just draw another curve. Let's dilate the pupils and draw two circles on the inside here. So on the left side, we'll draw a circle. We're going to draw a little highlight circle on the top left here. So a smaller circle inside. And we'll color the bottom area in black. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So again, a smaller circle, and we'll draw a tiny circle on the top left for the highlight, and we'll color in the bottom area in black. Let's go ahead and give him a nose. So up in the middle here, in between the eyes, we're going to draw a little curve for the bridge of the nose, and we'll reverse this for the bottom tip of the nose. So up here, just draw a long sort of curve going across, and we'll draw the nostril area. So we're going to step down just a little bit so there's a little overlap, and we'll curve around the left side, and then we'll curve around the right side. So let's go ahead and draw in some smile lines. So on the side of the nostril here, we're just going to curve out towards the left and curving out towards the right. Now we can go ahead and draw in the mouth. So for the upper lip, we're going to start down here on the left side, curve up towards the nose, and back down on the right side. We're going to cross down for the sides of the mouth, so curving down on the left, curving down on the right, and then we're going to overlap that side of the mouth on top of the bottom lip. So stepping up on the left side, we're going to curve down and curve up on the right side. So there's a little overlap on the side here. Let's give him some fangs. So at the top here where we make that little turn, we're going to curve in and we'll curve back down. We'll do the same thing on the right side. So curving in and then curving back down. We're going to color those areas in black. Let's go ahead and draw in some fang detail. So from here, we're going to just come down, and we're just going to do a series of zigzags going across. So you can draw as many as you like. We're going to go up here and then just down on the side. And then in between the tips, we're just going to curve the top. So we're just going to connect by drawing the top gum line. Just connecting those tips all the way across, and then at the end we'll just curve out. We'll do the same thing for the bottom. So starting on the outside here, we'll curve to that tip. Curving around, come down lower in the middle, and out to the outside. Okay, so now let's draw in the bottom lip. So underneath this mouth, we're just going to draw a little curve like that, just to draw a little indication of the lower lip. From this point, I want to draw the inner edge of the hood. So right up above the middle brow, right up here, I'm going to draw a little point. This will be my starting point. And basically, I want to curve around the eyes and then come down towards the chin. So right here, on the left side, I'm going to curve out around the eyes, and then come in towards the mouth. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So curving around the eyes, and then in towards the mouth. And we're just going to draw a little bit of a wrinkle coming down in towards the zipper. So right here, we're going to round this out, going outwards. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So curving round, and we're going to curve these back in towards the zipper. So curving in, and then dipping down. So on the right side, we're going to curve around, in, and then dip down in the middle there. Now we can go ahead and draw on the bottom chin. So right where this curve is, we're just going to draw a curve for the bottom of the chin. So curving across from left to right. I want to show a little bit of the throat detail. So on the left side, we're just going to draw a little curve going in. Same thing on the right side. For the scales, I'm just going to simplify this. We're going to draw these little circles of various sizes all around the face to make it look like he's got some scales. So we're just going to start on the left side, brow, and we're just going to space these out across the brow area like that. And they don't have to be evenly spaced out. It actually looks better if they're sort of random. You just go from big to small. Draw a few more up on the top forehead area. So I'll draw a big one there, a bigger one, some medium-sized ones, and just kind of space them out. Look for some empty areas and we'll fill that in. From here, let's draw in some cheekbone structure. So on the side here, I'm going to curve in on both sides, and then we'll step back a little bit and just draw a little curve coming down on both sides. We can draw some more scales underneath the eye. So I'm just going to draw a few more little circles here, a couple more here, like that. And now we can go ahead and draw on the rest of the hood. So we're going to draw the top of the hood, probably right about there. So I'm going to put a point. Draw a straight line down the middle, like this. This is the seam for the hood. Now we're going to curve back in. We're going to taper in towards this little wrinkle area here. So starting on the left side, curve around. We'll curve in towards like that. On the right side, we'll do the same thing. So curving around and just aiming for that little area right in there. And we're going to do a little overlap. So coming back up, we'll draw a little fold in the hood and just taper it in so it just connects with that line. Let's go to the right side and do the same thing. So curving around and just tapering that in just like that. Let's go ahead and draw in the body. So with all my chibis, I usually draw the body the same height as the head. So from the chin to the top of the head, I'm going to draw the body down to here. Halfway between the feet and the chin is the waistline. So let's go ahead and draw in the sides of the body. So on the left side here, I'm going to leave a little gap, curve down on the left side, and curve down on the right side. So you can see it's sort of spread out this way. We're going to curve in towards the center of the jacket. So curving in, leaving a little gap in the middle here, because we want to open up the jacket. From this point, let's extend it a little bit more. We're going to curve up and underneath the hood on both sides. From here, let's go ahead and draw in a little zipper pull. So from here, we're just going to draw a really long sort of triangle. We'll draw a little square inside, and we just want to show a little bit of the zipper coming down. So I'm going to draw two short lines coming down side by side. We'll connect it at the bottom. Along here, I'm just going to draw a series of little lines like that, just to show some zipper teeth. Let's go ahead and extend the sweater underneath just a little bit. So on the left side here, I'm going to step in, draw a short line coming down. On the right, we'll do the same thing. We'll connect those 2 points with a curve. Curve coming down like that. Along the middle of the body here, I'm just going to draw a curve like that, just for a little pocket. On the side, we could probably just draw a couple curves like that. Let's go ahead and draw on the arms. So I'm going to have the arms just hanging down on the side, and it's got some claws. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the inside part of the arm first. So up here, we're going to step down, curve to the inside part of the arm. We're going to curve the cuff of the sleeve. So curving to the outside, and then we're just going to curve up and tuck this in underneath the hood. Let's go ahead and do the same thing on the right side, making sure we line up the inside of the arm, curving down to the same height, curve the bottom of the cuff, and curve that underneath the hood. We're going to draw a little bit of striping detail here. So along this arm, we're going to draw two curves side by side. Do the same thing on the right side. That. Now we're going to go up here and do the same thing, but we're going to just change the angle a little bit. So I'm going to curve downwards. Just up like that. Do that on both sides. Now if I'm going too fast for you, you can always pause the video, get caught up, and start up again. So let's go ahead and draw on the collar. So right down here, I'm going to go up in an angle, and then I'm going to take that point right into the top of that jacket. Go out an angle, and right in like that. We're going to step in from that point and just draw an angle up for the upper part of the collar on both sides. Let's go ahead and draw on some hands. So from here, I'm going to draw on the thumb and 3 claw fingers. So from this point in the sleeve, I'm going to step in a little bit, curve the rounded part of the thumb, and we're going to pull that back up. We're going to do an overlap and curve in the opposite direction for the first index finger. I'm going to curve that back. Now we're going to do a series of overlaps for the fingers. So we're going to step down here, curve the second finger, and then curve that all the way back. We'll step down again, curve to the tip of the last finger, and tuck that in underneath the sleeve, leaving a little overlap here. Now he's got these little hand wraps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up on the side of the hand, just above the fingers, and just go across like that. This line here, I'm just going to continue it on around the thumb. And if you like, you can draw a few little lines just to show the wrap around the hand. So let's go ahead and draw the same thing on the right side. So starting on the inside of the thumb, we'll curve to the tip of the thumb and curve that back. Up here, we're going to step up, curve down. So there's a little overlap. We're going to pull that back in. So the finger gets a little bit wider towards the knuckle. We'll step down, do an overlap to the second finger, and we'll pull that back up. Again, doing a final little overlap here, and we'll curve that underneath the cuff of the sleeve, leaving a little overlap here. Across the knuckles, we'll draw a line, and we'll continue this line to the side of the thumb and draw a few little stripes for the wrap. Let's go ahead and finish this off with the legs. So again, the feet I'm going to draw down to here. So we're going to step down a little bit and just draw a curve for the lower torso. On the left side, we're going to step in and curve down towards the heel on the left side. On the right, we'll curve down towards the heel on the right side. From here, let's draw in the span of the foot. So from the heel to toe, I'm just going to draw a curve along the bottom of the foot on both sides, making sure they're roughly the same length. Now from the toe, I want to draw the top of the foot. I'm basically drawing a half circle aiming towards the heel, but I'm not going to go all the way back. I'm going to go up to the top and start to curve back and just kind of stop right there. We'll go up to this hip, this little point here, and curve to the top of the foot. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So starting up here, we'll curve to the toe. From the hip, we're going to curve out to the tip or the top of the foot there. And let's add some detail to the foot. So up here, along this line, we're going to go up and draw that same curve for the sole of his boot. We'll draw a little bit of detail in the boot. So along the toe, from the edge here, we're going to curve down. We're going to draw that twice. Let's do the same thing on the right side, so curving down. Draw the edge of the boot. So right up here, I'm going to draw a curve coming down on the cuff of the boot, just like that. And we could probably draw another stripe up here, just for a little bit of stitching detail. And then up along here, I'm going to curve to that point, that little point we did on the top of the foot, like that. I'm going to double that up, make it a little bit thicker. If you want to draw some laces, you can draw a couple curves, just across like that. The final thing is the little dragon detail here. So now I don't want to add too much detail, so I'm just going to simplify this. From the collar here, I'm just going to draw a little wave, a little curve like this. I'm going to go up and just duplicate that, but then just sort of taper it to a point at the end. Let's draw the same thing on this side. So starting up here, I'm going to curve around like an S. Go back up, and taper that out like that. One final thing I want to do, just as an added detail, is add a little bit of zipper detail along the inside edge of the hood. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the curve right here and just start to trace around the inside part of the hood, all the way around with an even spaced line, all the way across to the top, and then down on the right side. And then as we get in towards this curve here, I'm just going to taper it out. Inside this curve, I'm just going to draw exactly what I did here, just a couple little hash lines, really short hash lines that go all the way across, just to show the teeth of the zipper. Let's continue that on the right side. And that is pretty much it. There we have it. There's Chibi Killer Croc from the Suicide Squad. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.